Welcome this week on Food, Wine, Pets, Travel.
Henty 2020, come on, join us, plenty.
Cancel 2020 and go to 21.
Let's fast forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I could get my new van.
Coming up, what are people doing now?
The downside is, A, we're still working, and B, we can't actually see our grandkids. So we've been doing a lot of Skyping with them, but because we used to see them fairly regularly, so that's been a bit tough. But we're looking out for ourselves and hoping that everyone comes through it okay.
I suppose the main effect was we were like everybody else. We were just about on the road, loaded the van, ready to head to Henty. Like most people at home now, we've got lots of lists of jobs to do.
And I don't know, can you see this photo here? Can you read it? And then we'll go to Magford River, then go to Victoria, then Kangaroo Island, then the Flinders Ranges.
Then to Queensland, and now we're going
nowhere.
We've started driveway 10:30 coffee and driveway 5 o'clock drinks. So we're standing our driveway, and other than tonight, which is cold and wet, we're out there 10:30 and 5 for coffee and drinks. Trying to keep everyone's spirits up.
Including your own.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Well, Henty 2020 didn't happen. Bryan Crow, tell us about it. Come on.
Well, it got to the stage that soon after the long weekend, we were looking at the COVID-19 restrictions and thought that we'd overreacted initially by pulling the pin. But when you look at the reality of it all and the way things happened so fast, I think the beauty was that we did cancel it when we did, which meant that people didn't have to travel excessive distances for nothing. Gave everyone a chance to either stay home or get home at a reasonable timing.
Exactly. So for people like us who are in Cairns, it just meant that we stopped off here in Toowoomba, and as you can see in the background, it's a pretty hard place to kind of be stuck.
It is. It looks like there's even parks out, walking tracks, golf course.
There are. It's not a golf course. It's a dog-free, leash-free area, but it's pretty good. So, look, we're the lucky ones. But and thanks to you, you've been starting up these Zoom sort of happy hour chats, which are starting to pick up a little bit of momentum and getting people interested. But some of the stories are funny. We've heard a couple of them just a minute ago, but some of the stories are not so funny. Have you heard any others that perhaps haven't been told on the Zoom chats or haven't been put online yet?
I've actually rung a few of our members that have been that were travelling down, and we spoke to Robbie and Michelle up in Bundaberg, and they're getting to enjoy their house, and which, since they've moved in, this was going to be their first chance. They're also due to go on 3 cruises this year, so they're all cancelled. So they're now looking forward to getting out in the caravan and enjoying their new to them caravan as well. So, lots of those stories. One of our original members, they were planning off going up the centre and heading across to WA and down that way. So they've actually had to put all that on hold again.
Some people have ended up in their homes, which is fine. They're either doing renovations or they're cleaning and doing whatever, which is terrific. I like to consider being stuck in the caravan as one of the lucky ones, because the whole idea of us getting into a caravan is to kind of get away from society, I suppose, normality.
Well, I believe we're the same. We're in a 3-bedroom villa sitting on the Murray. Beautiful area, and all we've got to do is sit out the front. And Terry was up here a minute ago, and we sat and had a coffee, and we just kept saying, yes, we're bored, but the thing is that how lucky are we to have this view, this outlook? The rotten kangaroos come in by the dozens of a night time, and the galahs come and chew up all our grass, and but we've got the kookaburras, we've got kingfishers, we've got the ducks. Yeah. It's just a plethora of creatures that are wandering around.
Yeah, well, we certainly hope everyone is at least coping and dealing with all the stresses here, particularly families who couldn't get away to see, I guess, grandkids and parents perhaps at Easter. So that's the sad part. One of the things I pulled up some of the stories off the Tribe page, the Facebook page, and Henny Wiltenberg did tell us a story about her husband Paul. He was a victim of a bag snatch just around Christmas and did his shoulder. But unfortunately, the audio wasn't so good on there. But if anyone is interested in these stories, go and search on the Tribe page, because there are some amazing stories of what happened to people and where they are and why they've done what they've done. They either had to cancel Henty before it actually happened, or since cancelling, they've been stuck somewhere and can't get somewhere else. So very interesting stories that people have shared with us online.
Look, there's a lot out there, and there's quite a few that are like you, that are stuck at certain places.
Kay was going to have some dental procedures done back in Cairns, and we were going to head back there after Henty, after visiting grandkids in Melbourne. But I think she's quite happy that she's not going back there at the moment.
Oh, look, I agree, and I think we're pretty safe. I think the other beauty is that a lot of people will hopefully learn how to use their computers and be able to use this sort of format a lot better and a lot easier. Look, and I think the idea of this happy hour of a Saturday is to try and keep people in touch with other people, and hopefully some of them will actually make use of it and keep in touch with the ones that they know on the side, which I do. I still have people I ring, rather than sort of chatting this way. And maybe it's something that we need to do with everyone, is to, where we can see each other and chat and talk, and that way we can see how everyone's coping.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I like either seeing somebody when I'm talking to them, or certainly hearing them on the phone, rather than just texting and messages back and forth. And look, I'm a bit of a tech nerd, and I've been involved with the internet and stuff for many years now. But I still prefer that one-on-one kind of conversation, which is good.
I suppose one of the comments that came up on Facebook by one of our members was, "Why does everyone look so serious when it's meant to be a happy hour?"
Yes.
I think the seriousness is the fact that we're all concentrating on what's on the screen and who's there, and trying to get in the gist of it all.
I did actually comment on that, saying that in fact it was a happy hour, and there were a lot of laughs. It's just that particular screen grab you did, we were just listening to something quite serious.
Exactly. So,
a question: you've changed the banner on the Tribe page, and we're calling it the New Age Owners Club or Cub. Is that something to do with the Scouts?
Well, it was actually. It was a typo error that was actually, believe it or not, it was on file. So I have a funny feeling that post or that header had actually been up on Facebook once before and nobody had picked it.
Wow. Well, this is the thing. We read stuff, don't we? Yeah. So
I think people got so much time.
Exactly. So are we changing the name ever so slightly? It's the New Age Owners Club?
Well, the reason for it all, we originally were the New Age Owners Club, for those that are newish. The idea of it all is that we have a lot of people that log on to Facebook and don't understand what New Age Tribe is.
Right.
So that's where we've actually tried to explain to people that it is an owners social club for people to be involved with. And in the spiel on the side of the page, it says that, you must own a New Age Caravan and etc. So it's just a matter of clarification, and it saves me having to probably neglect and say goodbye to 20 applications a month of people that don't even own a caravan.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so and also incorporating the New Age Caravans logo and all that's also to help do that. And officially we are the only one that Facebook page and club that's supported by New Age Caravans.
Alrighty. Well, look, thank you very much for your time. Have you got any special messages perhaps that you want to get across to people on the page?
Look, I think what we're trying to achieve is to keep everyone communicating, to make them feel like that because of this COVID-19 that we haven't all forgotten about our caravans or forgotten about each other. I think a lot of people have created tremendous friendships, and if we can keep people clicking on here and there and joining us one Saturday a month, whatever it might be, and then that way it enables us to sort of, when things start getting back to normal and the restrictions start getting lifted, and that where people know what's happening, and by this we will sort of keep putting it out there that, you know, step by step it'll happen. And New Age have spoken to us and said, look, we've got the marketing team and the right people out there to tell us when the right time will be to actually put all this back into place and start moving, and hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later. And the other thing, I guess, worst scenario is let's aim on all having a great Christmas get-togethers.
That would be great. I'd be looking forward to that, definitely. And Cairns is looking pretty good at Christmas. A bit warm, but...
I reckon real warm up there. So,
yeah.
But yeah, look, and by doing these Zoom meetings or the Zoom happy hours, I think it's checking on people to make sure that they are safe, that they're not getting stuck with their partner 24/7 inside a house. And look, I suppose a lot of people are really restricting what they do, and because of their health, and we've got a lot of members that aren't super healthy, and they're very scared of the fact that if they go out there, they don't know what they could catch. They don't want to bring it home to their partner, etc. And the emotional side of being stuck behind a wall and not being able to get to their grandkids or to their parents, etc. Yeah. So that's where I think we need to sort of try and keep this family, as per the tribe, running and everything else. And just so you know, that's Peppy in the background squawking.
I wondered what that was. Yeah, look, you're absolutely right. You've hit the nail on the head, as it were, the word family, and that's exactly what I like to think of it as well. Bryan Crow from the New Age Tribe, thank you very much for joining us on Food, Wine, Pets Travel.
All right, and all I can say is hopefully everyone stays safe and keep smiling, and don't let this period of lockdown get to them too much. So hopefully we'll see you, as they're all saying, on the other side.
Beautiful. Thanks, Bryan.
Thanks, Bryan. Bye.